Hello there and thanks for joining me. I'm Corel Painter Master Aaron Rutten, and in this video I'll show you how to isolate a layer using Corel Painter. So I'm here in Corel Painter, and as you can see over here in my layers palette, I have a lot of layers. And there's really three ways to find the layer that you're looking for if you have a lot of layers. The first way, which I feel is the fastest, is to just name your layers, and then that way you know where to look. For example, I know that the tree is this layer because it's called tree. I know that the clouds are on this layer because this layer is called clouds. But let's say you have a whole ton of layers and you didn't take the time to name them like I did here. I just have this group called field and it's all this stuff here. One way I could do it is to click on the eyeball and go through and just see which layers turn on and off, and that'll help me know which layer is which. Or if I want to automatically isolate a layer by clicking on it, I can go to the layer adjuster black arrow tool. And up here in the properties bar, I want to turn on auto select layer. If it's blue, it's on. If it's black, it's off. So right now it's on. And if I click on the tree, you can see it automatically selects the tree layer. If I click on the clouds, it selects the clouds layer. If I click on the sky, it selects the canvas layer. If I click on the grass, then depending on where I click on the grass, it's going to select the layer within the group. So for example, it selected the grass form layer in the field group. But if I click over here on this is actually layer 12, this little leaf thing here. If I click on the flowers, then I know those are on layer 7. If I click on the yellow flowers, then I know those are on layer 6. So this may be really helpful to help you find a layer and isolate it, but normally I just keep this turned off, because if you leave it on all the time, you might end up selecting layers that you don't mean to select, and it can end up being kind of a hassle. Another thing to keep in mind is if I put a layer on top of all my layers, and I do something like, let's say, fill it with red, and then I change the composite method to multiply, and I'm adding an effect here. If I try to click anywhere on the canvas to automatically select the layer, I'm always going to get that topmost layer, and that's because that layer is covering everything. And it doesn't matter if that layer is transparent, it's still going to select just that layer. Unless you turn off the eyeball or make it 0% opacity, then it'll select whichever layer you click on. So there you go, those are some different ways to isolate a layer in Corel Painter. If you found this information helpful, take a quick second to like this video. And if you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. I have a lot more Corel Painter tutorials like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.